It has been 11 years since Buffalo's Memorial Auditorium was torn down, but now there is finally this proposal to redevelop the North Aud Block. 7 Eyewitness News senior reporter Eileen Buckley has more on this major redevelopment plan for Canal Side.
It's really the next major step for us. Interestingly, this is the last piece of state property that we have to develop.
The proposal calls for a mix of 5 buildings with 200 apartments, retail, and a potential hotel at the 2-acre site where part of the old Aud once stood.
We're talking about, up to 500,000 square feet of development on this block. It's a major project.
Erie Canal Harbor Development Corporation President Stephen Rinaldi says the proposed concept was created with public input. It calls for pedestrian paths to preserve the rich history of the city's canal district.
We've got Lloyd Street and we have Commercial Street. These are historic streets that have gone through this block in the past. And so while they won't have vehicular traffic on them,
the project would feature 3 4-story buildings along the canal and 2 taller buildings, possibly 13 stories high. 300 parking spaces are also part of the plan, some to be built underground. The estimated price tag, $100 million for a private developer with a $10 million promise from the state. Private development surrounds the site, including redevelopment at Seneca One Tower. But the North Aud Block has been a stalled section of canal side redevelopments since the Aud was torn down in 2009.
As much as we've moved things forward over the last 10 years, there's been a hole back behind me that has really sort of had people questioning whether we can finish this project or not.
Noise from the I-190 and lake winds have been taken into consideration for this project.
The idea with some of these buildings is to make sure that we block that wind, and behind the buildings, in between, is where we put the public plaza or the piazza.
The public will have a chance to review the proposal on January 22nd. Requests for proposals for this project are expected to go out by the end of the year. At the North Aud Block, Eileen Buckley, 7 Eyewitness News.